we're back, still talking about the Hank Mobley's Soul Station. Wow, just simply amazing. This is the 2009 Audio Wave Edition XR CD. There is a more. They did come out with a newer XR CD edition of this album. This is the one to get, and I got it for a good deal, simply because there's a little bit of nicks on the back of the CD, and the front cover was smudged a little bit and some scratches, but I didn't care. I wanted to get this for a good deal, other than paying $50 for the new version, which I heard does not sound quite as good for some reason. But this is the highest quality transfer from the analog master tapes, and it really shines on my computer system. So this is my go-to version if I want to listen to it in high quality. Now if I just want to listen to it, throw it in the boombox, the old 1999 Rudy Van Gelder remaster, I'll just play that in MP3 format or CD. But yeah, get this version, you will not regret it. Another XR CD. I have to go back to the metal stuff, I forgot one. A 1998 XR CD edition of Cookin' with the Miles Davis Quintet. A lot of these XR CDs are the same, just that there. Just a silver CD with blue text, some information about the recording. Yeah, just really nothing new here, just all original album tracks. These sound magnificent. I mean, these were done with great care in mind. I think, and some people crap on them. They say, oh well, they're just using, it's just a digital file and they're just tweaking, what we have already heard on CD editions for years. But I don't think so. With these, you have to turn them up to hear them better, which usually is a sign that they used the analog tape and transferred everything at a pretty good bit rate and all that. So another XR CD, this time Relaxing with the Miles Davis Quintet, and I do have this on Super Audio CD as well, the audio well, I'll talk about that later, and I already have. But another great album, done well on XR CD, the original album tracks. I'm sure you guys know what they are. This one actually came with the mailing card still in there. These are JVC editions of the album, by the way. And it talks a little bit about the process. Of course, I can't read it because it's in Japanese, some of it. But yeah, just stellar, high quality XR CD releases. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, original 1983, yes, MCA editions of this album. Interesting enough, you get the same track listing on each CD. It is a double CD album and double LP, but I got this because people recommended it on the Steve Hoffman forums. I got it for a pretty good deal. It was not expensive at all. A lot of these early releases just had silver CDs. I mean, you just get the original album tracks here if you want to read them. Battery's gonna die. Gruesome Twisted Prayer CD, same content as the tape, just higher quality artwork here. There's that and that. Okay, Mitch Hedberg, Strategic Grow Location CD. I've heard this and I have it on MP3, but had to have it. I mean, funny shit here. And this guy, he was off the wall. He was one of a kind, just silly, crazy, funny. Mitch Hedberg, all together. This is just a DVD of his stand-up. Someone recommended it, so I got it for cheap. Both of these, maybe even from the same seller. Not much in the way of movies or anything, and I'm going to review this in full at another time because we're running out of time here. But the Star Wars Trilogy soundtrack in a long box. I think this came out in 93. Yes. Awesome stuff here. Great booklet. Shows some behind the scenes photos that I've never seen, outtakes and previously unreleased music from all three of the original first three Star Wars films. That's it for the CDs and stuff. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Great movie. Great transfer. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, It's a Beautiful Day collection, 1979 to 2001. Includes the original pilot show. Awesome, awesome. Event Horizon, I've wanted this for years. Great movie. They did come up with a new cover for this, which is quite interesting when they do stuff like that, I think. Still sticking with Blu-ray, HMV, VHS range version of The Thing, and I have talked about that in another video, and I'll review all these when I open them. 48 Hours with Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy. And Airplane, I may get a few more of these. I mean, a lot of these movies I already own, except for Airplane and 48 Hours, but the ones in that collection I do already own. Many of them I do. An original Jurassic Park VHS, probably an original 93 version. Used to have this, had to have it back in the collection. The movie still looks great to this day. A sealed copy of The Lost World. Great movie, classic. Used to have the VHS in the collection. Had to have it for that 3D card. We ended up losing it and then sold well over half of our VHSs, and this does offer a $5 mailed-in rebate for Tropicana orange juice, that's so funny. But I do have all the Jurassic Park films on Blu-ray, except for the latest Jurassic World film, which I was not too impressed by. It was okay at best, but yeah. Had to have this for nostalgia reasons, and I may buy some more of stuff related to this company. That is Blockbuster, National Geographic tape. They're covering the topic of deadly asteroids. I know a lot of people are like, why are you buying tapes? Well, they still look pretty good considering. And this came out in 1998. I looked it up. So really cool, really interesting documentary. I've not watched the whole thing, but very pleased with my purchase. And I was just going to buy a plastic clamshell that said Blockbuster, but couldn't find anything with it. Any sellers just sold this, so I had to have something with it. Awesome. So this brings back a lot of fond memories of going to Blockbuster, renting movies on VHS and Super Nintendo games, PlayStation games, Nintendo 64 games, DVD movies, and that's when we stopped renting from them and started using Netflix. So yeah, that is the end of my Pickles video, guys. Wow, what a massive feat here. Oh, one more thing. Oh, dang the corner. Elders, Reflections of a Floating World, and I'll review this in another video. So that really is it this time, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Have a fun, safe Christmas and New Year's, and this is probably darn near the last video I'll be filming in this room. I had to add that in. We'll be moving here pretty soon. We'll see what happens, how fast I move, and all that stuff, and I'll include more information on that in the description box down below. Thank you for watching.